Oh, you want me to knock you out on UFC?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
No, nigga, I don't want to hear nothing, nigga. Everything goes, nigga.
This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
And I don't even know how to play this game. So fuck you, nigga. I'm coming for you for everything.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
I got a knockout, then the next game I played, I got knocked the fuck out.
On the gun, it's Elliott. That's a strong run.
But the nigga, these niggas are using
the line
like
of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
There was like a 90
defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
On second down, Elliott able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets...
Yo, I gotta turn this fucking crowd down, bro. This shit is loud. That is so loud. Nigga, I can't even hear you speak, nigga. My record's not too good, bro. It's not. I took a lot of L's. Like, well, I'm not that bad, bro. I don't have 21 losses, bro. I only got 6 losses and I got 4 wins. But I'm getting up there. 2 more wins, I'll be tied. Once I'm tied, I'm back where I'm at, and I'm worrying about just dubs after that.
The ball carrier. The tackle made by Rodney McLeod. A 4-yard pickup on the play.
Okay, that's good, bro, but I just started yesterday, so there's no complaint.
A first down carry by Allen. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
But 40,
they tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Forced out to his left. 7 yards there and a first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll give to Elliott. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second and 5 now. Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now Prescott, eluding the pressure right. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. This will be caught just inside the 10. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want
a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And they're the recipient of a nice gift here late in the half with a real chance to put points on the board.
And it's been a difficult half for them in terms of putting points on the board. So here with this gift, with this opportunity, they've got to find a way to cash it in.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. On second down, it's Elliott. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 22 yards there, a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. On second down now, it's Elliott, and we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Marr able to put this one through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse.
The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And that'll set them back 5.
Go. 180. Check. Walk it before. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Flushed out right. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Again, it's Wentz. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 29 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Now Wentz again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This is taken at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Second down, Prescott. Going right side, he has Witten. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To throw is Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Steps away to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Prescott now. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now Prescott. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Right there.
Now Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 4-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Here we go. Here we go.
Wentz going to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw. Wentz. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Break. Go. 20. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Stand. Recon, 132 fighter.
To throw is Wentz. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Here we go. Ready? Check. Walk 54. Hey, pick your game up. Corky, 82, Corky.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. He'll buy some time right. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Wentz. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Wentz to throw. And that is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Wentz going to go on 4th down. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And he he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. And this is Ertz with it, right side. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
At the Cowboys' 24-yard line.
Wins to throw again. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended. Down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal, go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock, right? Did they lose track of where they were on the field? Was it makeable for their kicker? All those things come into play here, and it turns out they don't get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest. Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition, ain't all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Flush to his right. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan, so there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson buying time to his left. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Play action. It's Wilson rolling to his left. He may try and run for this. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there in that scramble.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Play action. Now Wilson on the move to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
They go play action now. Wilson forced out to his left. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now it's Wilson. Stepped, and it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. The give is to Elliott. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run with Elliott. In on the stop, Bradley McDougal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. He's got daylight. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 65 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On first down, Wilson dancing to his left. Burst by him near the 35. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mike 54. He's tired of winning. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Not only another 1st down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one. A 1st down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Stick it up.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the 2nd half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, Those are the guys they really value.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And an alley to run. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Check. Watch 54.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run.
They go play action with Wilson. Steps away. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. There's Wilson to throw. Buying time to his left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very...
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. From 19 yards away. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. This is Elliott. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Rolling to his left. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. It's a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Now Wilson, off play action, eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Wilson wants to throw it on the move to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Wilson out to his left. And it's incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Wilson off the play fake. Rolling to his right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this with both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Forced out to his left. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance